Kuzampala. Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online yoga workshop, Embassy of India, Timpu, ICCR, Sangru Wangchuk Culture Center, yoga teacher, I'm KVSSN Murthy here. My true prayers to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties in the whole Bhutan. Uh, Today also we have a good row of the practices. So let us start with our sun salutations along with the mantra chanting and sloka recitation. So according to your tradition belief, you can follow this total chanting or you can follow only physical application. Because of in the view of the online beginners, I'm not creating tough schedules in sun salutations regarding the variations or any other things. We are doing very regular, very simple and very easy practices. So let's coming to the sun salutation. So keep your position straight called samasthiti. Then check your breath, check your dress and check your mat. Then very slowly inhalation, lift your both the arms. Then turn your arms and lift your both the arms up above to the head called Kailasha Mudra. Then very slowly keep your Pranamasan down at your chest level. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapi Hitam Mukham Tatvam Pushan Apavruno Satya Dharmaya Drustaye Om Hram Hrim Hrum Hraim Hraum Raha Mitra Ravisurya Bhanu Gagapushna Hiranya Garbhamaricha Aditya Savitra Arka Bhaskaraya Namaha. Stretch your arms forward, lift your arms up, and once completely pull yourself up, and slightly or medium or a deep back bend at the Chandrasana or at the Chakrasana, then slowly keep your body straight. Then again once pull up, and very slowly, carefully bend the body forward called standing forward bend or Padahastasana. And right leg stretch back called Asva Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. Push your body forward and down, lift your head up. And after that, back leg straight on the toes, lift your knee against the floor and slowly join your forward leg to back leg called Dandasana or Santulanasana. And completely press your body down towards the floor called Astanga Namaskarasana or Sastanga Namaskarasana. And very slowly push your body forward, lift your body like a sea wave and attach your body towards position called lifted head cobra posture or Bhujangasana. Very simple exercise in management of lower back pains and above back pains and also neck issues. Lift your chin and stretch your abdomen. Then after that, coming to the semi-inverted posture as well as forward bends also. Please remember, when you have any issues with the lower back pains or above back pains or facial disorders, avoid all kind of forward bends in your regular activities also. Then remaining people can put your body completely pressed inside called Parvatasana. And right leg, forward leg called Asva Sanchalanasana, horse riding stance. And back leg straight on the toes and lift your knee up. Join your back leg to forward leg called Padahastasana. Push your head inside and lift your arms and body at a time up called Hasta Uttanasana. Once completely pull up and slightly or a deep or medium back bend. Then slowly keep your body straight, Pranamasana above to the head. Then very slowly keep your Pranamasana down at your chest level called Anahata Pranamasana. Then after that, very slowly lift your arms up with inhalation and with exhalation, completely wide your hands and drop them down at your thigh level. Then keep your body straight. Take a long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. Then after that, very slowly stretch your both the legs. Keep a gap in between your legs. Lock your hands up for a short break for your healthy breath. And keep your body straight. So as per our regular schedule, today is Monday and Monday is our Pavana Mukta Asana Sreni or Sukshma Yoga Vyayam. It's also very simple way of warm up the body as well as it's a kind of yogic exercise also. Especially for the people who don't have a special time to do that yoga postures, for them it is a simple and easiest variations. You can sit on the chair or on the bed or any convenient surfaces. You can do these simple exercises without hurting yourself and without giving more time to your practices. You can finish these practices in just 5 minutes also. But today in our schedule it may go to 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, now try to choose any convenient surface and be very convenient while doing these exercises. So let's coming to the a long deep inhalation and exhalation. All right. So in the Bhavana Mukta Asana Sreni or Sukshma Yoga Vyayam, today we are doing Gatyatmak movement of the Vakrasana, or somewhat it's a kind of spinal cord movements. Okay, take a long deep inhalation exhalation. So dynamic spinal twist. In English it's also called as dynamic spinal twist. And long deep inhalation and exhalation. Alright, coming to Gachyatmaka Meru Vakrasana, a kind of practices. So here in between your both legs, create a small space. Then open your two hands forward, interlock your fingers. So without crunching your back or without hunching your spine, just push your body completely forward and slowly come back. Push your body forward and come back. Last count, push your body forward and few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 relaxations. Enough. Very slowly come straight. Take a long deep inhalation and exhalation. So whenever you are feeling overstrained, immediately rest your practices, keep a gap, and after that resume the class. Then here the same exercise, open your two hands forward, then slightly turn towards your right toe, till the right toe or touch your right toe with the knot of the hands and come back. Opposite side turn and then slowly come back. So inhalation while coming back, exhalation while going bend, then slowly come back. So exhalation, then slowly come back. And last count towards your right side or left side. Few seconds stay with your body pulling forward with your two arms support. 1, 2 and 3, then slowly come back. Opposite side, turn the body and few seconds stay for only 5 seconds, but throughout the practice keep turn the toes inside. 1, 2 and 3 relaxations. Enough. Keep your body straight. Soon after that you can choose any variation of the leg movement, butterfly movement or knee turns to give extra relaxation for the thighs and for your knees. And here also do not crunch your back, keep your body straight, or still you can keep your head up to give more relaxation at the neck level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and then slowly come straight. Take a long deep inhalation and exhalation. So in this same Gachyatmik Meru Vakrasana or dynamic spinal twist, we have another variation. Here also give a distance between the legs, medium or maximum. Then open your only right hand. Open your right hand, put your left hand on the floor on the left side, just next to your left leg. Then towards your right side, bend your body, push your body and at a time touch your toe and come back. With your left hand, push your body and keep a touch at your right toe with the right arm, then slowly come back. Then same thing here, right arm to the left side toe, one touch and slowly come back. Second count, touch and come back. Last count, touch and stay for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, enough. Then slowly straight, come back. Soon after that, any principle of relaxation, folded legs or knee turns or butterfly. So any variation, just apply for your relaxation. So basically this Pavana Mukta Asana Sreni or Sukshma Yoga Vyayam, it will maintain or it will do more relaxation to the joints because while doing these exercises, the accumulated air which is really cause for the joint pains or the pains inside, so that will release through breathe outs. Then opposite side, same thing here, open the legs, medium or maximum distance, put your right hand on the right side just next to your right leg on the right side. Then open your left hand to the left side toe, one completely stretch and slowly come back. Again completely stretch the arm till the toe and come back. Last count, few seconds stay now. 1, 2 and 3, then slowly come back. Same thing here, open your left hand straight. From there towards your right side turn and touch your right toe and then slowly come back. Again with breathe out, touch and then slowly come straight. Last count, breathe out, completely stretch and then slowly come straight, relaxations, enough. Then here also keep your both the legs together and slowly fold your both the legs. Then one interlude practices for relaxation. So we are doing not very slow, we are doing not very fast, we are doing in a medium pace. When you have more time to do these exercises, you can do it more slow also. Okay, relaxations, enough. Again long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. again in between the legs, create a gap, medium or maximum or at your convenient level. Then here also very simple exercises. Open your two arms to the like towards the toes. So here also this is the kind of variation in the same Gatyatmik Meru Vakrasana or dynamic spinal twists as well as movements. So towards your right side, completely stretch your arm till the toe. You can touch your finger or palm or wrist or forearm or elbow or as per your flexibility and convenience and previous experience, and slowly come back. Opposite side, same thing, completely wide and stretch, then come straight. So here the same thing, opposite side, right arm to the left side toe. So that puts your left hand just next to your spinal cord on the floor. Keep your hand on the floor to take more support from the floor and from the arm. And reverse arm and reverse leg or cross hand, cross leg, and touch and slowly come back. Again, breathe out, completely touch your alternate toe with the right arm, then slowly come back. Last count, few seconds stay without giving more strain on the body and without taking more struggle at the breath level, and few seconds stay. 1, 2, 3, then slowly strides, then very slowly come back. Take again long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. And opposite side, the same practice. First open your left arm to the left toe. From there, left arm up towards your right toe. Completely reverse twist and slowly come back. Again, completely breathe out, touch and then slowly come straight. Last count, breathe out, touch and stay for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then slowly straight, come back. And soon after that, as per your flexibility and convenience, so choose any kind of relaxation technique while keeping the knees on the right side, left side, or folding the knees inside and out, or as per your convenience, just choose any convenient way of relaxing the body. Then slowly strides, come back here, stretch your legs forward, take a long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. Then again wide your both the legs. In the same Gatyatmak Meru Vakrasana or dynamic spinal twist. So here open the two hands on the both the sides. So here according to your convenience and according to your pace, you can choose movement, medium or slow or fast, but I am doing a medium pace movement. So open your right arm to the left toe, then slowly come back, left arm to the right toe and come back. Just keep on movement, right side 5, left side 5, or according to your breath level, according to your convenient level, 6, 7, 8, 9, last counts 10, then slowly come straight, relaxations, enough. Take a long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation, and soon after that, few seconds, check your posture, check your breath to give more relaxation from the knee level, from the leg level, as well as from the breath level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and relaxations enough. So basically this kind of Gatyatmik Meru Vakrasana dynamic spinal twisting also good for the people who wants to lose the weight from the abdomen level and from the hip level, and also good for the people who are having these diabetic issues or some of the abdominal and intestinal disorders. Basically it will give lots of flexibility and agility at the spinal cord and at the abdominal organs. So take a long deep inhalation and exhalation. So coming to Samasthiti, and in this row we have next set of exercises called Nauka Sanchalana Sreni or Nauka Sanchalana, or somewhat rowing the boat. So here also we have a few variations. So let's coming to the first variation, first regular practices. But when you have lower back issues, avoid this practice or take care while doing. But you can do the same kind of Nauka Sanchalana in separate other variation also. But I'm showing nearly 4 to 5 different variations. So keep your body straight, take a long deep inhalation, exhalation. Alright, very simple, open the arms forward like a boat rower, First of all hold your fist and slightly wide your hands. So completely push your body back. After that, completely push the body forward and slowly get back. So while moving the body, keep your arms above and below to pull and push the body forward and backward. 3, then slowly come back. Breathe out, bend, and slowly breathe in, stretch. Breathe out, bend, and slowly come back. The same thing, reverse arms. 1, then slowly come back. 2, and slowly come straight. 3, and slowly come straight, 4, and very slowly come back. Last counts 5, then very slowly straight. Enough. So clockwise arm rotation 5, anti-clockwise arm rotation 5. Enough. Then soon after that, slightly keep your arms back and rest your spine by lifting your chest up, by expanding your rib cage, and completely turn your shoulders back, lift your head, and few seconds take your breath here. So basically this boat rowing is also good for the abdominal level organs health as well as hip level organs health, especially for the people who are looking forward for the postnatal yoga. For them also it is a very simple exercise. Okay, take a long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. Again, keep your body straight. So same boat rowing or Nauka Sanchalanam, other variation called pedal boat rowing or folded leg variation, Mukurita Pada Nauka Sanchalanam. So fold your two legs. So here lift your arms up. So here, especially here in this variation, no need to move the spine but move the legs in and out along with the arm rotation. Breathe out and slowly come back, breathe in. Again breathe out and slowly come back. Again breathe out and come back. Fourth count to breathe out, come back. Last count to breathe out and then slowly come back. The same thing, one breathe in then slowly come back. So clockwise arm rotation, one direction, anti-clockwise arm rotation, one direction, but the basic organ will be affected here at the abdomen level. So that abdomen level organs will get lots of benefit because of the simple variations. So toning of the abdomen or fat reduction at the abdomen or internal organ strength. So everything will be possible during this kind of simple yogic exercises. So here, after finishing your second variation, again stretch your legs forward and keep your chest lift up and lift your chin up, and few seconds stay in this Vishram Asan or Vishranti Asan or Sukha Dandasana. And then slowly come straight. Come back again, coming to Samasthiti. So I'm not giving more gap in between practice to practice because it will miss the flow of action. So here keep your body straight. Our Nauka Sanchalana, the Nauka Sanchalana Sreni or boat rowing, third variation is cross boat rowing. So here wide your both the legs. Then after that fold your left leg as it is. Fold your left leg as it is. So during this exercise, take support of the left leg and take support of the spinal cord. Turn your body towards open side leg, towards open side leg. So check your that folded leg thigh and folded leg pelvic region and folded leg toes. So be very convenient while doing this exercise. When you want fold it more, you can fold it inside or you can drive it out also. So according to your convenience, you can choose this leg folding. So turn your body towards your open side leg, lift your arms up, then very slowly breathe out, completely bend and slowly come back, breathe in. Again breathe out, completely bend, then slowly come back, breathe in. Again breathe out, completely bend, then slowly come back, breathe in. Same opposite side, stretch your arms towards the leg, after that lift with the inhalation. Again exhalation, bend and inhalation, lift along with the arm lift. Third, last count, completely lift and slowly come back to normal and relaxations enough. Then soon after that, the same principle, some relaxation required at the leg level. Especially the people who have been suffering from the Kegel floor issues or urinary incontinence or some related issues of the urinary tract, for them this kind of exercise is also suitable. But according to your yoga teacher advice, you can choose more repetitions also. Then after that, opposite side, same thing, open your legs forward and take a long deep inhalation, exhalation, wide your legs. Then slowly fold your right leg at any degree convenient angle to you. Then towards your open leg side, turn your body, face your head towards the toes, open leg toes. Then lift your arms up, along with the breathe out, bend, then slowly get back to breathe in. Again, breathe out, bend, then slowly get back to normal, breathe in. Last count, breathe out, then slowly get back to breathe in. And same thing here, breathe out, bend and slowly come back, breathe in. Second count, breathe out and slowly come back, breathe in. Last count, along with your arm stretch, bend the body and lift the arms and body up with breathe in, slowly leave your hands. Then Very slowly rest your legs. Again, choose any convenient way of leg relaxation and spinal cord relaxation. Also, in this relaxation, breath also will get automatically relaxation. So here, few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then slowly strides come back. Here in this boat rowing variation, we have last variation called lifted leg variation or Uttana Pada Nauka Sanchalan. So here, according to your convenience and interest and previous experience, you can lift your right leg and put it in the air aerial way, or you can put your that concerned above leg heel on the below leg toes also. According to your convenience, you can choose. So here, keep your body straight. But please remember, when you have mid-back issues or neck issues, this exercise may not really suitable. Take care while doing or avoid the practices. So here, lift your arms up. And while breathe out, lift your leg and slowly come back. Keep your body straight, lift your arms up, breathe in. Again, breathe out and slowly come back. While arms down, leg up and slowly and come back. Fourth count, breathe out and come back. So last count, breathe out and slowly come back. Then slowly keep your hands down. Rest your legs. Soon after that, fold your two legs. Rest your spine on the arms. Slant your body and turn your knees on the right side and on the left side. Few seconds. Relax your hip region. Relax your knees. And long, deep, slow inhalations and exhalations. Then coming to prepare the preposition Samasthiti. Then after that, lift your alternate leg and put it on the below leg toes, or you can keep it in the air also according to your interest. So lift your arms up. Here, while bending the body, do not crunch your back, but try to keep your body move slant only. So 1, then slowly come back. 2, and slowly come back. 3, and come back. 4, and come back. Last counts 5, then very slowly come straight to normal. Then after that, slowly leave the arms, keep them back, then leave the legs here and slowly keep your both the legs fold properly to give more relaxation at the spinal cord level, at the hip level. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and relaxations enough. Just take a long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation in the Sukha Dandasana or any convenient posture. Alright, keep your body straight and long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. So our next exercise called Bhu Naman Asana or spinal twist prostration postures. So here also we have 3-4 variations. So anyone can perform these exercises, but only thing is, if you have the severe lower back issues or coccyx region issues or any shoulder level issues, for them please choose proper way of doing, or still you can avoid the practice. So keep your body straight, take a long deep inhalation and exhalation. Coming to Samasthiti. So in this Samasthiti, we will begin this Bhu Naman Asana. So this time, put your left hand on the right knee. Put your left hand on the right knee. Open your right arm to the right side, 45-degree angle or 90-degree angle or 180-degree angle, any angle stay. This time, exactly try to put your head in between this like right knee and the right hand. So that try to take support of the left hand and keep your head bending towards the floor and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then very slowly come back. Lift your chin up and strides. Take a long deep inhalation and exhalation. So like Bhu Naman Asana exact on the 180-degree angle, it's very easy. But during this 45-degree angle, it will give lots of struggle or strain on the above back. Please remember, when you have any issues, choose and do or avoid the practices. Basically, it will also improve the posture and it will improve the body flexibility and it will improve the posture management. So many people having this kind of habit of a crooked body when they are sitting or when they are walking. For them, this is a simple and effective postures. Also, whenever abdomen twisting or abdomen turning involved, at that point or at that postures, we can say that like abdominal organs will be getting that kind of churning positive effect, and the secretions will be more inside the abdomen, especially sluggish liver. And in the management of sluggish liver and in the management of pancreas, these are very simple and effective practices. Opposite side, same thing. Keep your both the arms, one hand on the knee, one hand on the floor, and try to move your body almost like a cross, and put your head just next to your leg or according to your convenience, and few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then very slowly come back. Lift your chin and keep your back straight. Long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. So in this same Bhunamasana, in the same Bhunaman Asana, in between the legs, create a medium space. Create a medium space. Then this time, open your two hands on your right side, 180-degree angle or 90-degree angle. This will be 180-degree angle. So keep your head inside, in between your both the hands, and few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then slowly come straight. So here, if you want further move back, then completely stretch your both the hands to 180-degree angle, back straight, and put your head in between the hands and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then very slowly come straight. Then relaxations enough. Take a long deep inhalation and exhalation. Few seconds, rest your legs, rest your knees. And here, opposite side, the same level. Wide your leg to the medium or maximum. Open your both the arms forward. Keep your spine straight towards your left side turn. Put your both the hands in the line of the left shoulder at the 90-degree angle. After that, completely keep your head bending in between the hands and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Lift your chin and very slowly come straight. Now this time, take care of the next level, turning towards the 180-degree angle. Put your both the hands almost behind the hips, and put your both the arms properly, and turn your head, put your head on the floor and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then slowly get up and slowly walk out, and relaxations enough. Then slowly keep your both the hands down. Here also both the legs together. Once relax your shoulders by moving clockwise and anti-clockwise, or still you can create any post stretches also for the concerned arm parts. And we have today's last exercise in the same Bhunaman Asana, spinal twisting prostration posture. So here, wide your legs as max as possible, wide your legs. So this time, open your two arms forward. Here also we have exact 90-degree angle bend, and here we have 180-degree angle turn and bend also. Take care while doing. Keep your body straight towards 90-degree angle. Turn your body. Put your one hand on the leg, second arm on the floor. Just slightly push your body. After that, put your head on the floor and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Lift your chin and head, and very slowly breathe in purpose. Lift the head properly. Then after that, same side, back turn. Open your two arms with force or without force. Turn the body. Then here, put your head on the floor and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And lift your chin and head. And with the arm support, slowly get back to normal. And few seconds, rest your hands and rest your legs. Again, few seconds, relax your knees and relax your legs, relax your thighs. And we have in this last postures, opposite side. Again here also, once wide your legs. Vistarita Pada Bhunamana Asana, or spinal twist prostrations in the wide leg variation. So open your two arms forward towards your alternate side turn, and here put your both the hands like one hand on the knee, one hand on the floor, and give a bending. Push your head slightly towards your floor part in between your hands or in between your leg and hand, and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then slowly come back to normal. And this time take a long deep inhalation and exhalation. Open your two arms forward towards your left side, completely rotate your body and put your body in the angle called 180-degree angle body pressing, and put your head on the floor and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Then slowly out from the practice. Then very slowly rest your arms, rest your legs and slowly come back to normal. So here fold your both the legs and once create the kind of relaxation with the leg pressings and legs up called Titli posture or butterfly movement, and few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then slowly stretch your both the legs forward and take a long deep slow inhalations and exhalations. Then after once you will finish your yoga postures, it is also advised to drink a sip of water for especially pranayam purpose. So instead of giving more gap in between your posture to posture or one set of practices to different set of practices, it is it is always better to create a flow of practices so that your time will not be wasted. Okay, now try to set your posture in any convenient posture called half lotus or full lotus or diamond shaped posture or any convenient posture. You can choose any convenient surface also. Keep your body straight and take a long deep slow inhalation and exhalation. So keep your both the arms locked at the knee level to keep your spine straight. And today we are learning Chin Mudra in the pranayam. So during the pranayam or during your meditation, during your concentration, also you can choose this simple mudra called Chin Mudra or gesture of consciousness. So simple, facing the palms upwards and pressing your index finger, tip of the index finger towards the tip of the thumb. So press and stay now. Especially during your pranayam or during your meditations or concentrations or your mantra chanting, these are one of the useful mudras. Basically it will bring the positive energy as well as it will brings the awareness also on what we are doing, so that it will make us always in the present tense. Then second thing is this type of finger locks will bring awareness called like a psychoneural awareness. Especially the nerve channels, the psychoneural passages which are actually meant for the spiritual energy awakening, that will be elevated in this kind of simple mudras. And also it calms the mind and brightens the overall mood. So whenever you are feeling stress or agony or depression or fear, with devotion, just choose any kind of good hand mudra, or you can choose this chin mudra also. Then few seconds stay here, take a long deep inhalation and exhalation. And coming to mantra sadhan and sloka for these pranayam. Om Kesavaya Swaha, Om Madhavaya Swaha, Om Narayanaya Swaha, Om Adya Samadhi Tatpala Siddhyadham Asana Purvakan Pranayamadin Karishye. Om Sandhi Sandhi Sandhi. So in other words, it is saying that the pranayam practices or yoga practices or all styles in the yoga or all practices in the yoga purpose is the same, called spiritual upliftment with the discipline. During these yoga practices, that kind of discipline or spiritual upliftment will be more easy based on the participant and practitioner practicings as well as the teachings. It will be more easy because yoga is a simplest form of a tool that will brings positive changes at the physical level and mental level and the social level so easy, so that we can call it as a triple S formula: surest, safest and the swiftest method. It is, yoga will give this kind of three variations: surest and swiftest and the safest. So through yoga we can see this kind of three levels. It is very easy and very simple. Also, journey will be very short during the practices of yoga. And coming to today's practices, today also we have two different exercises called Surya Bhedana Pranayam as well as Bhastrika Pranayam. These two pranayamas somewhat it will boost up the immunity, no doubt. Also it will create a kind of heat inside, so that when you have more heat inside, or when you already heat like having heat bodies, better to choose proper way of doing this kind of exercises. Especially for the people who are living in the cold regions or high altitude regions, according to their convenience, according to their health conditions, you can choose this kind of exercises also. Keep your body straight. And coming to Surya Bhedana Pranayam sloka, it is saying that Kapala Sodhanam Vata Doshagnam Krimi Dosha Hrut Punaha Punaha Ridam Karyam Surya Bhedana Uttamam. So this is an excellent purifying technique to the cranium. Especially it will destroy the phlegm level imbalances and also wind level imbalances, and also it will kill the abdominal worms also. But the people who are doing this kind of exercises must be very particular about the continuity in the practices. Surya Punaha Punaharadam Karyam Surya Bhedana Uttamam means continuity will bring the positive changes. And also we have next exercise called Bhastrika Pranayam. This is a kind of exercise. Vata Pitta Slashma Haram Sariragni Vivardhanam Kundali Bodhakam Kshipram Pavanam Sukadam Hitam Brahmanadi Mukhe Samasta Kapadhyargala Nasanam. So not only the wind level but also glue level or phlegm level issues and bile level issues be eradicated with this simple Bhastrika exercise. Also it will create a kind of digestive fire or immunity as well as metabolic activities, lots of positive changes inside. And also it will purify the cranium through its fast inhalations and fast exhalations. And for the people who are looking forward for the advanced level of meditations, advanced level of the spiritual practices, for them also it is a very simple and wonderful technique. So keep your position straight and take a long deep inhalation, exhalation. So during your exercise, you can put your chin mudra with your one hand. When second hand is not in the action, you can put two hands in the chin mudra also. So coming to Surya Bhedana Pranayam, it is a right inhalation, left exhalation practice. Throughout the technique, right side nostril inhalation, left side nostril breathe out. So use your right hand last two fingers and right hand thumb to close and open the nostrils and face them towards your face. Obviously your right thumb will receive your right nostril and last two fingers of the right hand will receive your left nostril. Then here close your left nostril and breathe in with the right nostril. And slowly completely breathe out with the left nostril. Again right nostril breathe in. And slowly complete left nostril breathe out. And third count inhalation with the right nostrils. And left nostril breathe out. And last breathe in with the right nostril. Then very slowly completely breathe out with the lefts. Then slowly keep your hand down. Because of time concern, I performed only 4 to 5 times, but because of your time concern, if you have more time yourself, then you can do like 10 reps or 20 reps also. Okay, keep your position straight and take a long, deep, slow inhalation, exhalation. So Bhastrika Pranayam, we have lots of variations, but today we are doing that regular practices. Stroke making inhalation, strokeless breathe out. So keep your position straight. Bhastrika is always opposite side to the Kapalabhati process. The process of Kapalabhati is against this Bhastrika. So today we are having this Bhastrika Pranayam. So coming to voluntary inhalations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just one quick relaxation and inhalation and exhalation. Then after that, just reset your body, reset your mudra, and reset your mind and breath. Starting second spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just take again long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. And last spell, same Bhastrika exercise, Bhastrika pranayam. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last counts 10. Then slowly come back. One long inhalation and exhalation. So during your pranayam practices or after your practices also, you can choose the same chin mudra to continue your practices into the meditations. And once you will be able to finish your practices along with your meditations, and still more time required, at least 5 to 10 minutes required to give relaxation to the body and mind through yoga nidra practice or power nap practice. So you can choose any one. And after your practices, like during the based on your strength level in the practices or based on the intensity levels in the practices, so it may advise you to give 15 minutes time to half an hour time to take bath, and from there further 10 minutes time required to take breakfast. This timings totally depend on the person to person how they are doing. And in the afternoon, once you will be able to finish your activities and before your lunch time, actually don't try to see the opportunities to gossiping or chit chat or working with your mobiles unwantedly, but try to give more time relaxing to the body and mind again through yoga nidra or through power nap. Basically it will give the health, and it will improve the vital organs health, brain, heart, liver and kidneys. Also it is good for the mind to focus the to focus your further works. In the evening, once you will be totally free from your affairs and activities before your dinner time, try to choose half an hour time to do some of the self yoga exercises, including back bending exercises and inverted postures and leg stretchings, because evening body is more flexible than the morning body, so that you can take that opportunity to do more exercises to the body in the way of back bendings and inversion postures and the leg stretchings, and including the pranayams also. You can choose any simple pranayam, breathing and breathe outs. And tomorrow when we are meeting here with the same content, at the same time, we will see still more good exercises in yoga. Tomorrow we have stick yoga, danda yoga abhyas. So thanking you all to giving me this wonderful opportunity. Stay away from the bad habits and do yoga also. Thanking you all.